Yeah, so we both started at Wenatchee Valley Brewing in 2017, I think it was. And worked together there for a couple of years before Ben moved on and started brewing for Blewett Brewing up in Leavenworth. And even back then, there was always a little part of us that thought, oh, we should do this ourselves one day. And then actually it was about 2 years ago that we kind of came back together and we're like, if we're going to do it, let's do it now. And we started working on it. And so we just have been good buddies ever since and got started together, and we thought it'd be a good idea to do it ourselves.
So how long has this friendship been in the works? Since 2017? Was that when you met, when you were both working there?
Yep, exactly. That was the first time we met, and Peter hired me on the spot.
All right, so what made you settle on this space here at the newly renovated press hall for this?
It fell into our laps. For a while there, we were just touring anything and everything that we could find. We actually toured the old fire station. We toured a couple places downtown. And then we toured this place, and we were talking to the owners, and they basically said, what we really want to do is put in a brewery. And we were like, well, what we really want to do is put in a brewery. And so we just started working with them. It's been a really good relationship ever since.
Perfect. So what exactly will Pinnacle Beerworks offer to local customers besides beer? Is there going to be food or anything like that?
That's a great question. Yes, there is going to be food as well. We're going to be a brew pub, so we have a full kitchen. And so we're going to offer, we haven't quite come up with a name yet, but it's where a pizza meets a sandwich.
Oh.
So we're going to take our house-made pizza dough and we're going to incorporate that into a sandwich. And so it's kind of a surprise, and we're waiting to see once it rolls out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that turns out. That sounds really fun. So will everything be brewed here on site, as I see all these behind us?
For the most part, we're going to be brewing all of our own beers. We'll probably have some seltzers and some non-alcoholic things that we make, carbonated water. But we do also want to support other local companies, and so we're going to try to get some local ciders on tap. We'll try to have some wines in-house that obviously we are not making ourselves. But we try to keep it within the valley, within the county.
So how do you choose what style of beer to brew? Are you striving to create types you feel are underrepresented at our local bar scene, or is this kind of catering to the more staple beers that people expect to find at a brewery?
You got to kind of do a little bit of both. There are beers that we're going to want to make and experiment with and have fun with that are not probably going to be drank by as many people. And then there are the beers that people really want, like your IPAs or your easy drinking lagers, that of course we're going to have those on tap. But we also want to make sure we have that little mix of like, here's something fun that we did. You should try this. Even if you don't like it, it's interesting.
Yeah, along with some seasonal varieties. We're going to be very seasonal here. Washington State offers tons of fresh local ingredients, so we're going to try to incorporate that into our not only our beer but our food product as well.
Great. So when will you officially be opening? Is there a date picked for that yet? And will you be doing anything special when that opening day comes?
We will be doing something special. We're going to have a grand opening. It'll probably be some sort of party, a few days, maybe some live music, something along those lines. That date is a moving target right now. We're very hopeful for sometime in August. Permitting with permits and everything along those lines, we are hoping to nail it in those 31 days.
Great. And so the last question I have for you is, when you look ahead into the future for Pinnacle Beerworks, what do you see?
A lot of different things. But ideally, we want to make a fun, exciting place, and we want to hopefully expand in the future and maybe eventually have cans on shelves in Plaza Superjet, maybe have tap houses in Chelan and Spokane, and just kind of start growing and letting more people experience this cool atmosphere that we're planning to create.
That's great.
Yeah, I hope to see just a fun community gathering place that supports the local community and has some, integral employees that will help us succeed long term.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys so much. That was all that I had.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.